What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Commanders. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. The first carry now, Brashard Smith. And they get about 5 on that first down as he's sent out of bounds. So 5 still to go now on second.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Herbert. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany.
21.
3rd and long for him here. This connects with Higgins. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throws caught. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. He misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers have the 1st down.
Okay, ready? A gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers 1st down.
Here we go. Set. Go. Cowboys.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Put down by Caleb Ransaw.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
19 tight. 19 tight.
3rd down from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He has this down to the 34. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. It's Kincaid with a catch out left. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give them 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets them a 1st down.
Another Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard
There's
line.
a dive up the middle. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. He's got the Washington touchdown. The Commanders kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Pass on for the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score. Commanders 13. Steelers nothing.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
Ready, set.
So 1st down from the 41.
Hawk, set, go.
It's Benson on the give. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk.
They give on second to Benson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. So I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
At the 49-yard line.
Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Red. 18 Cardinal.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. The 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ready.
Back to the air they go on second down. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and just 2 to go.
Come on. 19 Charger.
Trying to run for it with Benson. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
A little outside their comfort zone to try and field goal, so instead they're going for this on fourth down.
60 Eagles.
They'll throw for it. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. Offense is set. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
In the red zone on first. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be second down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. The Commanders have an early lead. We'll return to Landover right after this.
Okay, ready?
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive.
Let's go. Viking 18.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Turning to Benson on third. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Looking right, and he finds him. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
On the go.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. He's dropping back to throw. He will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a one-score game in the first half.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Christian Watson with the touchdown.
The kicker on.
They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Smith on the return. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now Herbert again. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Herbert throwing again. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And air it out on 3rd. He finds Johnston. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And this one doesn't go far. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause. It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on 3rd. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders go up by 12. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Okay, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. New set of downs from 37.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Benson on 1st and 10. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll work against the blitz. Connects on the crosser. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers make it a one-score game in the first half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers just the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Steelers 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
To the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Hits him on the out route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for Washington 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Gets some space around midfield. Gets it to the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 13-point lead. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for lotteries. It's but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
This game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution, this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. We'll remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
He fields it from the 8. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready,
And off to Benson to start the drive. He loses the football. And the Commanders pick it up. And Washington slides in, finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown! The Commanders capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense. You kind of rip their heart out, too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Cougar 19. Motion, chase. Go.
Pass play now. Going the out route, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Working quickly here.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Dose of the hurry up here.
Steelers. 24-yard gain on the play.
Benson now from the gun. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Peyton, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Gets this one to Freiermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game.
Steelers 21.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive.
Hey, what's the bet?
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete to Shuckadoo set it down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Herbert. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Cox, this is Lee. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Herbert to throw once more. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
It's Herbert once more. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Steelers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side, tracking down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
First down now, ball at the 33.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll come out throwing. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. 3rd quarter underway. Here's Benson. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Jets couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. I am really affected.
The Commanders' rush brings him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the 2nd half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Deputy! Deputy Lion! Ready?
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
At the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Set.
Herbert on 1st down. Screen here for Smith. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Dude, I don't know why everyone once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Running it now out of the gun. Danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. He fires one deep down the left. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds too. I don't believe it. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Hey, Ray. Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
From the red zone on 1st. He brings it in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
2nd down, looking for options. Finds the in route, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Looking in the air here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
380. Green out. 380. Green out. Ready.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, these are what I call body yards. It's not a home run. It doesn't deliver a chunk play, but it's these runs of 1 to 5 that keep you on schedule and take a little bit of steam out of that defense.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Kappa, kappa, kappa. Set.
Herbert from the gun. Throws caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. Give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
DBs out there for the Steelers. Third down.
Lion. Really?
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for Washington.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Okay, great.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 71-18, 5 here.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Ready.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Bronco 80. 19 Lions.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
The Steelers set to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Will take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Set. What is it?
Blown back gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got the tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. Kappa, kappa, kappa. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. Now, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. It's going to be complete to Smith on the check down. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Washington first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Set. Delta, set. Hunt. Set.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Commanders have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. And the shotgun, a give to Mixon. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, read our key, read our key.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. To throw, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Took his shot at 6 that time, and that forces them to 4th and goal. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bass's kick is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Has this at the 6. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll begin this this drive with Benson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Setting up to throw. That's DK on the slant. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Liking 8.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. Pass brought in by Watson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
And the Steeler first
To throw here on 1st down. Looking underneath here, Benson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go now. Here's alert. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Ready.
Now looking to throw. Complete on the slant. Oh, he loses the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Set. Set.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Dumps it off to his running back. Into the secondary past the 40. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. We've set it downs from 37.
Ready. Set.
Now we're on the counter. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
The 19-yard line.
Set. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. What is it?
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they stop him just in time. He's at the 4. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there. When they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Set. 380.
Mixon has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders running them out of the building. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Pass gets the extra point to go. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead.
Commanders 58, Steelers 21.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. The give now to Benson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Got to figure out this third down here. Third and long for him here. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
You never ever this offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from DC.